Yes, yes, yes. CERN, Highway to Hell. That's our show tonight. Yep, it's going to be pretty shocking. And we're bringing on Brian right now. What's up, Daddy-O? How you doing, brother?
Where's you? You gotta bring you on.
Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man? Okay,
how you doing, brother?
Doing great. Yeah, doing great.
Good. This is going to be an amazing show. Yeah, we're going to start.
We're going to talk about a lot of crazy stuff that a lot of people don't normally talk about, and Carl hasn't got to see some of this footage, which is awesome. So I get to like surprise him with it and get his genuine reaction, which I think will be pretty cool. Some of the stuff, but Anyway, so there's a lot to know about CERN, and I would say that whatever we're talking about with CERN right now, this is not the normal stuff that you know about CERN. A lot of people talk about all this stuff. We're going to talk about all of it in more depth.
Spell it out. What does it mean? CERN.
CERN is the I don't know what it stands for. I forget. It's it's an acronym for something. They've created the Large Hadron Collider. CERN. I forget, dude. I totally forgot what it was for. But they're the developers who created the world's most scientific discovered thing of our century. Okay. And they're trying to find the Higgs boson. They found what you call the God particle. And they're responsible for some of the biggest, most advanced forms of science. They were responsible for creating two particles. This is very interesting. So Bob Lazar, back in the day, I don't know if you know this about Bob Lazar with aliens, said that there's two elements. That's what I meant to say. There's an element called element 115 that didn't exist in 1980 something. Okay. And he was like, you don't believe me? This is how the spaceships, the alien crafts run. They run off this thing called element 115. Well, we didn't discover element 115 till 2015. I forget the exact date, but it was 2015 or something, I think. And it was discovered with the Large Hadron Collider that was created by CERN, the LHC. Wow. It discovered element 115 that Bob Lazar was talking about existing way back in the day. And he told everybody there is an element called element 115. And then we discovered it 15, 20, 20 something years later. And so it's pretty crazy that this dude said there's this extra element on the periodic table that nobody knows about. And they actually since have discovered, I think, two other particles on the periodic table or elements on the periodic table. So we thought we discovered all the elements on the periodic table, right? And then suddenly CERN smashes some particles together and is like, oh, guess what? We've got new elements that we didn't even know existed. So CERN was literally created, I think, for the intent to create element 115, which is the fuel source for alien spacecraft. It was also has a dual purpose. The other component of its purpose was to create a portal. So, which is a portal, a doorway, if you will, or portal to what? It makes you wonder.
A Stargate for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's. I had to bring that up too. I forgot to bring up the thing about the portals, and so scientists at CERN are not opening portals to hell. This is such a funny article. But let's bring up your stuff. Let's bring up the photos and we'll discuss it. We'll just kind of show.
Oh, okay,
you.
Cool. All right.
So
basically, let's start off with their logo. Huh?
That looks
like 666 there. Hello. Yeah.
And it's funny. So
you can't make it up.
What that really is that's the hyperloops of them sending the particles in to be smashed. Now this loop is huge. It goes over a huge span of cities over in the Europe area, and it's like a span. And the head department area is in Switzerland or whatever. And they basically shoot these particles over this vast distance, and they just get faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, and they go bam, and they collide. Okay, and so this is what it looks like. Yeah, show them some of it. So that huge thing is shooting through the center of it, just a single particle, just a single one, a tiny little particle, and we have this massive machine to shoot a single particle to smash together. Okay. Now, I don't know if it's probably shooting multiple particles at the same time, but the designation is to smash one single particle together. And so that huge machine, show the next photo. You can see more photos of it. And so those are like giant magnets that are basically trying to like, keep the particles in perfect collision course when they smash them together. And so super sciencey, super nerdy, all about figuring out what's going on in the world. But the CERN logo, obviously reminiscent of 666, is pretty funny. It seems pretty obvious to me, man. Yeah. I mean, it's like, dude, it's like there's like a 666B. Was that plan 666? I don't know. It's a little weird. It's like hidden in there. You know how they always seem to hide that kind of stuff in there. So I do want to show you CERN opening portals.
Are you going to talk about Elon Musk?
Yeah, we're going to talk about Elon Musk. Recently talked about this. Okay, so here, go ahead and show my screen. We'll talk about this. Of particular science with significance. Okay, could CERN be opening portals to somewhere? Let me see. Possible particles, physics, blah, blah, blah. So one of the heads of the department, and I totally forgot to add this in here. This article, I'm sure, talks about micro portals, could have rabbit portals. So one of the department's head says, we're trying to open portals at CERN. He actually admitted it. Right. And so when he said that, you're kind of like, well, that's weird. They said we're trying to open portals. Now, it could have been metaphysical or metaphorical, I mean. And he's like, oh, we're just trying to, open new doorways for us to scientifically discover, when it said portals. But I think we all know that it's actually trying to open portals. And even Elon Musk knows. So here's Twitter. Check this out. Elon Musk puts a devil emoji here. Okay. And it says, please let me use the CERN Large Hadron Collider. I am normal and can be trusted with a demonic technology unlike anything the world has ever seen. CERN opening a portal to hell. Don't know if it's all a conspiracy or have possibilities to be true. What's your take on this? This is from this guy, Derek Doherty. I don't know who that is, but anyways. So just
that was his answer.
Comment. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Funny. So so when you see this, I mean, it's freaking Elon Musk clearly knows what's up. He's like making jokes about it. And it's funny that he put the devil emoji, I mean, just ironic. He just posted this August 21st, so like 2 weeks ago or something. Now, let's see, why is CERN keeps getting associated with hell? Okay. There's a reason for it. And we're going to start with this. Okay. This is a video. This is the courtyard of CERN. Do you see this statue? Okay. The statue is Shiva in the courtyard of CERN, which I'm trying to see. I guess I didn't have a photo of that, but Shiva sits in the courtyard of CERN. So this is CERN's courtyard. Okay. Did you have a photo of
yeah, I just showed it.
Oh, you did? Oh, let me see it. I want to see it. I missed it. So the Shiva, yeah, that's their courtyard. There it is. And that's the building. Okay. This is what we're looking at. Okay. Huge multi-billion-dollar scientific thing. Okay. Let's play this video. Now, this is taken from, I believe it's like a security guard that was inside of CERN when they were doing this ritual out in the parking lot or whatever, or in the courtyard, I mean. And so the person filming just doesn't know what to think. So we're going to play the audio here. And there we go. It's a little weird. He's filming, and they're like, "What is this?" And then all of a sudden, look, these people start walking up in black, and the guy's laughing. The person on the camera is filming, like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, you can hear some genuineness to his voice. He's like, "What? Like, what?" So these people, what, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people so far. So that's a lot of people. Which, by the way, I'll get into what they said this was. They said this was a prank. Okay, this is literally happening in the courtyard of CERN. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, girl gets naked. So we have naked girl takes off her robe in front of her friends. for this elaborate prank. Now you see in this guy's hand, he's got this shiny little metal, the shiny metal thing in his hand right here. Right there, there's a shiny knife in his hand. You'll see it. Naked girl lays down. And you hear the guy saying, what the? Oh, there's a shiny knife. You see it. And then bends down and stabs her.
Fuck! Shit! Fuck! Shit!
So
wow.
that's the image of the Large Hadron Collider. Happened to be like a poster on the wall or something. So Kyle, you've never seen that one, right?
Never seen that. Right?
It's insane, right?
Well, it doesn't surprise me, but it's hardcore, man.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
In the courtyard. Now here's the weird part. Okay, it's not weird. Okay, fake human sacrifice filmed at CERN. Fake with pranking scientists suspected. Okay, they were never revealed who they were. Okay,
no, of course not.
This is pranking scientists at the Guardian here, guys. Some jokers filmed a fake human sacrifice at CERN. Did that sound like a fake human sacrifice at CERN to you? Like, did that guy's video? Look, notice this video is private now. Guess what? The original video gets removed everywhere. So
Damage
warning.
control.
Yeah, warning about our video even showing it.
Wow.
So, and then again, this is CERN denies staged mock human sacrifice. Now, here's the weird part. Again, video removed. CERN denied it. Okay, I want to just read this part to you here. These scenes were filmed on our premises, but without official permission. Okay, this is another quote later at CERN's representative claim to an email to Agency France Press, which is, I guess, the website we're on or something. I don't know. Adding they would independently investigate the video, that it was a work of fiction showing a contrived scene. A work of fiction. CERN does not condone this type of spoof, which can give rise to misunderstanding about the scientific nature of our work. CERN spokeswoman also confirmed that the ID badges are required at all locations with the research facility, and that those responsible for the prank had access badges, according to The Guardian. CERN IDs checked this systematically at every entry to the CERN site, whether night or day, she stated. Okay. Thousands of research come to CERN, yet it is suspected it was a ritual, was actually scientists letting the scene of good humor get out of hand. Oh yeah. Let me just break down the logical explanation for this. How many people, okay, listen, I pulled off a lot of pranks in my day, and I've had huge groups of friends that I would run, and we would do all kinds of serious pranks. To get 9 people together in a coordinated prank is pretty impressive. Okay. Yeah. To get 9 people and they get one of your girlfriends in that group of 9 people to strip down butt naked in front of everybody and to get fake stabbed. Also, that is a very coordinated effort. Okay. So she just stripped down naked in front of all her friends. Right. And then not only did she strip down naked, she got fake stabbed, and the person filming was that expression of his voice when he heard that sound or whatever, that didn't sound fake to me. That sounded pretty genuine. He was like, oh shoot. Like you could hear the hesitancy in his breath. You could hear the, like the, oh my gosh, like the freak out moment. And like, I gotta keep filming. Like, and it's like, oh, moves away. And then he's like, no, I gotta keep filming, but he's like scared. Like you can hear the questionable hesitancy in that guy's voice. I would love to interview that guy. That's who I would want to really interview. And get his perspective of the situation, but he's probably dead. The sad truth. So he was probably the next sacrifice they did. Terrible, I know, but realistic at the same time. So you try to coordinate, and let alone these people are scientists. Okay, so these are smart people, scientists with thousands, millions of dollars being poured into their funding and their research, right? So these are highly paid scientists that all have badges and access to this place. Okay. So they've got to be, some kind of special involvement here. Okay. Like they've got to be like, they're scientists that are, pranksters all getting together. Like, this is such an elaborate, coordinated hoax. But the interesting thing is that what I want to point out is that the representative from CERN denies staging the human sacrifice. And you know, who remembers this human sacrifice in front of CERN? The Shiva, the destroyer statue. CERN assured it was a prank, and people just stopped talking about it. What kind of prank is done at a multi-billion-dollar facility? Interesting statement here. You know, but here's the other interesting part about it. So here's Shiva, the statue in front of the thing. Okay. Now, Shiva was a statue gift from celebrity, whatever. Okay. Is associated with CERN. Okay. So here's the deal. Not only is this a very unusual prank to pull off, but the CEO, and it's no longer on the wiki page. It used to say on the wiki page, you can like literally type in, let's see here, CERN human sacrifice, Wikipedia. And so you would go onto CERN ritual hoax, Wikipedia. Okay, check this out. The CERN ritual is a found footage video that depicts an occult ritual occurring on the grounds of CERN, a Europe particle physicist research organization. The video shows at least 24 people dressed in black cloaks surrounding a statue of the Hindu deity Shiva and stabbing a woman in the human sacrifice. The video ended with the person filming, carrying out and crying and running away. The video became popular, blah, 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 August 16th, beyond by many existing conspiracy theorists. CERN later stated that the fact that the video was fiction and that the actions violated its professional guidelines. Okay. They cut out, there was an original statement here. It actually said the CEO denied this prank, denied this ever existing. And then later, the CEO said it was a poorly planned prank. Okay. So they removed it from the Wikipedia page that he denied that it ever happened and then changed his statement to being a poorly planned prank. CERN spokesman stated that the video, and now says CERN spokesman, no longer the CERN CEO, said the video was a prank and that no one was actually harmed. It originally said the CERN CEO, whatever, I forget his name, stated that the video was not real at all, and then later changed his statement to it being a poorly planned prank. The mock ritual was performed without official permission. CERN stated that it doesn't tolerate this kind of spoof. So now they've like fixed their thing, because originally he tried to deny that it ever happened, and so many people spread this video around. We're like, dude, it happened. Finally, he was like, okay, look, it was a bad prank. Okay. Mockery of the existing, fueling existing conspiracy theories about CERN activities, even though the video was taken in front of the statue of dancing Shiva Nataraja. Some believe it was a satanic ritual. The future fueled further fueled the theories that CERN's goal was to use their Large Hadron Collider to create a portal to hell and summon the Antichrist, or the destroyer of the universe. Well, we know where the destroyer of the universe comes from. It's actually mentioned as Apollyon, or what was it? Apollo? It was Apollyon, right? Mm-hmm. And mentioned in the Bible at the end times. That's the destroyer. And interestingly enough, let's talk about Shiva real quick.
Yes,
so Shiva's statue that was for some reason gifted, and she's doing the dance, this little Shiva dance. And the Shiva dance is, I forget the name for it. It's the Nachara dance, symbols of life force, is gifted by the government, in the Indian government, but the scientists see it as a metaphor for the cosmic dance, thus unifying ancient mythology, religious art, and modern physics. Oh, wow. Why does CERN have a statue of Shiva? Shiva's statue was the gift of India, celebrated association with CERN. Okay, so you gotta know that India is one of CERN's associated member states. Okay, so here's the deal. This statue of Shiva is the goddess of destruction. Okay, right. Shiva is also a male-female character. We'll get into that. Another thing about Shiva is doing this special dance. Okay, the dance is, well, here's this. he is depicted as an omniscient yogi who lives in ancient life, and blah blah blah. Shiva is also known as the Anda Yogi Shiva, regarded as the patron god of yoga. So Shiva, the destroyer, the goddess, their god of destruction. I keep saying goddess and god. That's because Shiva's a male woman. Yeah. And so she's androgynous. Is Shiva male or female? Composite male female figure of Hindu god Shiva, together with the consort Pava. I can't say these names. I'm terrible at reading. You guys, you already know this. As seen in many Indian and Southeast Asian sculptures, the right male, the half of the figure, is adorned with traditional ornaments of Shiva. So it's male and female. But who else?
Yeah, like Baphomet.
Oh, exactly. Who else is male and female? Oh, Baphomet is male and female. Isn't that interesting? We find this similar thing here. And then in the end, it says Apollo or Apollyon destroys the world. Well, here's Apollo on his Wikipedia page. And if you type in Shiva, guess what? It comes up. There's an association with Shiva. Yeah. The terrible god is called the Archer, and the bow is also an attribute of Shiva. Yeah. Oh, so Shiva is also similarly associated with Apollo or Apollyon, which is the god of destruction. Isn't that interesting?
You know, what's interesting too is that she's a god of yoga, and people talk about yoga like, oh, well, we're going to go do Christian yoga, which is absurd. Yeah. Okay, when yoga is the yoking of yourself to a Hindu deity, of which there's over 5 million of them. You are literally yoking yourself to a Hindu deity when you practice yoga. So there's nothing Christian about it.
Yeah, people. Well, I would say that dance that Shiva is doing, the dance of destruction, basically.
Yeah, dance of death. Yeah.
Is probably similar to yoga moves that people are going and doing.
Yeah,
and it's you're probably unwillingly, unknowingly enchanting yourself or whatever, or taking on the dance of Shiva, of the goddess of destruction, and you think it's yoga. Ritual. Yeah, it's a ritual, and you think it's just oh, we're just stretching. It's good and healthy to stretch, dude. You can just stretch in your living room. You don't need to do these named stretches with like intent associated to them. Okay, with breathing. Okay, mind you, breath. Again, I'm an exorcist. I pray out demons. Demons come out through the breath all the time, and so like it's kind of interesting. All the associations with yoga and breathing and all this stuff. It's like, whoa, this is really demonic. And so again, let's just say one more thing, Shiva, before we get into this. The Hindu temple in India, obviously. So let's turn on the sound, and I'm just going to play this video. This is on Ancient Aliens. I'm just going to play a little bit of this video here, and we'll check this out. Because again, remember, we're associating Shiva with the Apollo, which we know is a Nephilim, right? So Shiva is a Nephilim, if we haven't said that already yet. Shiva is a Nephilim god. She's one of the, or she is one of the gods. I keep calling her a she, but it's a him. I'm supposed to refer to him. I misgender Shiva. Shim. I feel bad. I misgender Shiva. It just sounds like a woman's name, I guess. I don't know. So anyways, let's see. This is a video that we also know about the Nephilim. What do we know about Nephilim is that they build strangely amazing structures, right? So here is Shiva's, one of the temples dedicated to Shiva, also is a strangely magnificent structure. And I'm just going to show you this real quick. So like this video, like you should watch it. The rest of it, it does talk about underground like caves that people supposedly lived in, and like these holes and all this stuff, and it's interesting. So the this video again, that like this basically is just to show you that the temple structures and the stuff about this is so magnificent and so impressive and unfathomable. It's akin to like the pyramids, like and there's actually this one pillar, they don't even talk about it. One of the pillars at the bottom, I believe it's in this temple, is not even touching the ground, but it's fashioned to the roof And so, but so you can slip like a sheet, or it's called the floating pillar or something.
Wow.
You can slip like something underneath this pillar. And
Wow.
most pillars, you set a pillar to hold up the roof, right? Well, this roof is holding up the pillar. And it's so unusual because of the way it's built and the architecture and the style and everything about it is just very unusual. Again, reminiscent of Nephilim type building of ancient structures, giant structures, and megalithic stuff. So again, megalithic, again, it just points back to that Shiva was indeed also a Nephilim, and there's all the characteristics of Nephilim. It's androgynous there, which is akin to Satanism, and Shiva is also, building crazy structures. All right. So back to where we're talking about is CERN. So enough about Shiva. Let's go back to CERN, the hunt for the God particle. Yep. So this is the Higgs boson. They're trying to find the God particle. This is the Guardian. This is talking about, CERN is trying to find, leading the theorists at CERN. There's a whole article. You can read about it. CERN's basically trying to find this, and supposedly they found the Higgs boson. And this is on CERN's website. And I just want to point out that this little thing right here in the center here, that's an eye. Okay. Again.
Yeah.
What is that? That's clearly the eye, which we know that the eye symbolizes what?
The eye of Horus.
Yes. Eye of Horus, Luciferianism, Satanism. And so they've got this little eye symbol thing going on. So, and it talks about, trying to find the God particle. Well, again, if they're opening portals, like supposedly they're just trying to find particles, but if they're opening portals, what would the God particle sounds more like? Well, again, they're trying to open portals to, what did they call the Nephilim back in the day?
Gods.
Oh, so they're trying to find the Nephilim particle,
right?
But then they're trying to open a portal. So does it sound more like they're trying to open a portal for Nephilim?
I think it's cover. It's cover. The God particle. Scientists today they don't even know what is the very basic element that literally holds the whole creation together. In the Bible, it talks about Jesus is the force that does that. It's by him that everything is held together. You can call it the God particle or whatever you want to do, but it's the divine element. And but I think all this nonsense is just it's just prettying up what they're really doing about opening portals for,
Nephilim,
the Antichrist. For
Apollyon, the destruction. I mean, here's the Higgs boson definition, because you and everything around you are made from particles. But when the universe began, no particles had mass. They all sped around at the speed of light. Stars, planets, and life could only emerge because particles gained their mass from a fundamental field associated with the Higgs boson. The existence of this mass-giving field was confirmed in 2012 when the Higgs boson particle was discovered at CERN. So they've discovered the Higgs boson. Okay, I love this line. The existence
tastes like chicken.
The existence of this mass-giving field. When the reality is, it's what they're trying to replace is life-giving entity, which is God. And they're trying to just say this. Now, so you think CERN, now we're going to get into the weird parts of CERN. This is even more disturbing. I've saved some more further disturbing stuff about CERN to the end because it's a lot. Anyways, so again, the most scientific company in the world, okay? They're discovering new particles, new elements, new things that didn't exist. It's the biggest discovery in our generation ever. This is the video that they put out, okay? And I just want to share this video with you. We're going to watch the whole thing. So let's put some audio on here, bro, so we can watch this and just go over it. It's very disturbing, but ready? Here we go. Again, just think science while you watch this. Search for the smallest particle. Oh, whoa, is that occultic symbols?
Yeah.
Discovers a dance of the cosmos. Oh, weird. That's a scientific place. Are they doing
Dance of Shiva?
Dance of Shiva or satanic ritual dancing around that? That's pretty weird. Oh, weird. Is that a demon just flashed in my face? Let's look at that one again. Oh, yeah. Glowing eyes demon. So it looks like we're teleporting through the tunnel of the particles, and suddenly we're in the wasteland. Oh, where do demons go? They go to what? What was that Bible verse again? They go to dry places.
Dry places, desert.
Yeah. Okay. So we're now in this dry desert wasteland area. They're trying to, after being teleported like a demon down into the dry. Oh, there's Mother Demon. Oh, okay. Dancing again. Oh, time is. Oh, it stops. Oh, weird. Getting a little weirder here. Going through the park. Oh, is that like some type of seance circle that's going on here? The woman, person in black, and then drawing a circle in the ground while this person's doing this little dance of evil, whatever. I don't even know. And then there's like friggin' like, it's so satanic. Yeah. Like, I'm sure there's symbolism on here somewhere that I'm missing too. I mean, like, I didn't pause to stare at all the symbols. But I love that the time stops, and then this, and then here's where it gets real weird. Oh, now a bunch of naked people having some weird naked orgy party, it looks like. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Oh, and then oh, discover the collision. Boom. Oh, getting separated. I don't know what's going on here. And the men people or whatever are falling into this dark bottomless pit of whatever. Oh, and guess what? There's the eye. There's the eye again, looking right at you. That's the Luciferian eye. Wow. And we call this symmetry. This is a video put out.
And they put this out.
They created this video.
Oh, man.
CERN's official trailer.
Wow.
It's called CERN Dance Opera Film. They made this video. Again, the most scientific, I gotta urge this, the most scientific company in our lifetime is putting out demonic dance weird sex orgy videos.
Wow.
Wait, it gets creepier. Okay, there's another video that CERN was involved in that totally ties together Nephilim and everything else that I've been talking about completely. So this is the Gotthard Base Tunnel. This is another thing. This is the opening ceremony for the Gotthard Base Tunnel created by CERN. Okay, CERN was involved in the development of this, the Gotthard Base Tunnel, and they funded it, and all the organizations about it. And I just got to show you this, guys. This is going to make your skin crawl. This is so clearly satanic. It is obvious that CERN is our highest ranking scientific minds are involved with satanic worship of devils. And Elon Musk even said it as a joke, but he probably knows what's up. Yep. Okay. Let's watch this. I'll put on some sound, bro. That's just sorry. We have to hear this. Here we go. So creepy workers, zombie workers coming in like slaves. Like, it's so creepy, dude. It's so creepy. These are probably, I want to imagine there's a lot of girls here. I'm imagining these are probably like the girls they kidnap, shop prostitution rings, and this is where they use them for dancing videos or something. So here's this. Scientists are releasing this video. Like, yeah, just again, I just want to saying science, guys, science. What is this? What is this? Oh, look, she like.
Oh my gosh.
Her boob there, like.
Wow.
Science, guys. Remember, science. Oh, look. Oh, giant Nephilim-headed angel who's also nude. But again, science, guys. And I don't know how that girl's totally naked. Oh, look at this weird demon in chains. Oh, is that a Nephilim chained up? Oh, that might be representative of what that is, I would imagine. He's very angry, though, being chained up in this torment realm.
Wow.
Oh, here's the nude Nephilim-headed angel. So here's the thing. Giant head. You see the giant head and the wings? This is a Nephilim representation. Okay? The giant Nephilim representation. The science people. Okay? And then look at, what is the Baphomet? Oh, and he's wicked laugh. Oh, listen to that. These little nymph grass people.
Cousin It.
Guys, remember, science. Yeah, Cousin It, for sure. Science, guys. Oh, look. And then we little Baphomet right there. I don't know where they're not even going to clip. Oh, they cut it short. They don't want you to see Baphomet running around. He like runs around and terrorizes all the grass people. I don't know what's going on here. Look at this creepy, weird scene. So they're not showing you, but the first scene was a girl walking in carrying a dead lamb. Okay, a dead lamb. They cut it off. Like a taxidermized dead lamb, but she was holding it up in the air like it's the dead lamb of Jesus. And then you see this weird dead goat. This weird. Look at all this weird symbolism going on. There's Baphomet right there again. He's dancing around. And then all the witches walking through. Here's Baphomet again, the goat man of Satanism, while they're carrying these witch sticks and all that stuff. Like Baphomet down here the whole time. He's kind of the crux of the show. Okay, and then there's this weird singing guy, and then we get this. Oh, are those angels in the background that they drew on that portal? Oh, sure is an angelic scene, isn't it? Oh, look at all the people. These are all the people they probably like human trafficked for this. They're like, oh, you guys want to do a play together rather than sit in chains?
Wow.
They bring the audience members. Politicians. These are scientists. These are famous people. These are high-profile and individuals who are part of the world, control the world. Okay, that's who these people are. Okay.
Yep.
And there's some Pope-looking dude go by. I don't know. And these people. This is just one part, right? So they go outside for the second part. They don't even show you the rest of it. They just try to go, oh, that's the second part, where it gets even weirder, guys. It gets even weirder. Actually, here, wanted to show. So here's the oh, was that the dude's face in the background? What was it? I think that was the dude. Oh, yeah. Look at this dude in the background. I don't know what this guy is, but look at this guy. I don't know what kind of, but there's another dude in the audience that's dressed up like a goat. And you're like, what the heck is that about? And it's just so strange. Not only are they like doing the whole, running on themselves naked. There's people hanging. Look at this. You see the dead people hanging from the chains as the Nephilim's flying around? Like, when you watch the whole thing, it's so satanic and evil. Like, and all this stuff going on here. Like, and then that thing, what's that? Some of this creepy noise. Oh, look, there's a little Pope guy going by. Giant head. Again, Nephilim looking thing. Was that Michael Jackson wannabe? I think that was like a prelude to Michael Jackson. Okay, so now we're in the outside. Here's the outside. The rest of the same ritual, guys. So people run up. Somebody falls off of, he like climbs the mountain and falls, flies up, and then, oh no, tries to hang on, and then I think he falls off. He's able to climb it. No, dies. He falls and dies too. So all these people are falling off cliffs, dying. Like, that's not weird. Oh, but they're being caught and thrown back up. Okay, and then everybody starts getting naked. And you're like, yeah, that's what we should do, guys. Remember, guys, science.
Right.
Science, y'all. While there's this weird symbolism in the background going on, everybody decides we're going to get naked. Okay? Naked people, more naked people come out, strip down, throwing this weird dust.
Wow.
What's going on here? Like, okay. Like,
Wow.
So, oh, the naked bull. And then here comes, oh, these people look like they're being hung, killed.
Yeah.
You know, it's like creepy. And then like, oh, wait a second. Are those
flying nuns?
Angels? Flying nuns? Angels or Nephilim goddesses? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure looks like it to me. Let's see. Oh, is that an eye in the background? Oh, what do you know? It looks like an eye is forming again. Oh, is that the Luciferian eye? Like, I mean, I'm so...
There it is.
Like, it's so obvious. Look at this weird thing going on. Like, with that thing on his head. Creepy things they're doing. Oh, there's Baphomet.
It's all science.
Guys, science. Remember. Science. Here's Baphomet. He came back. Here's Baphomet doing his little Baphomet dance. And then he starts, you know, fornicating with a person and a girl on the stage. And you're like, okay, we don't need to see all this. It's so, like, eyes everywhere. Which, tell me that's, you know what Lucifer's made of? Eyes. He's completely composed of eyes as a cherubim. So tell me that's not like an image of, like, Luciferianism right there. That's literally what Lucifer looks like, really. Covered in eyes. Like, that's just crazy. And so you see that the eye keeps looking. Okay, here he is, you know, doing whatever to this girl. I don't know.
Now you know these hold on. These cousin it things with dancing around like that. There's footage I've seen of people making these things in Africa, these witch doctors making them come to life. They're called swirling dervishes. And there's literally nothing under them, and they start whirling around as if they're being manipulated by a demon. And I've seen footage of it. It's just mind-blowing. And it's kind of similar to this. But.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's probably what that is. And who knows if there is actual, you know, demons under one of those trying to, you know, hiding in with the group of people there, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. You know, it's just crazy because it's like, wow, science, guys, science. All right.
Well, it shows the real deal. It shows the real deal.
Yeah, that is really that's but it's the most scientific discoveries have been coming from this place, and this is the content they put out. Wow. If you do not think that the world, the people, leaders at the top of the world are Satanists worshiping Baphomet, like having crazy sex parties and, you know, trafficking people and whatever. Like, I mean, dude, just this ritual alone kind of alludes to so many of that to me personally, but that I'm just like seeing it and I'm like, okay, that's really weird when the people at the highest rates of science, you know, do this kind of stuff. And we could probably take this down now.
Yeah.
And so the
staggering.
So that's CERN. Yeah. So CERN, and basically that's basically what CERN is about. And I can't really, you know, there's other little things I'm sure that you guys can find, and if you can find other things, please write them in the comments too, and let us know if we missed anything, because I think that covered the majority of CERN. Obviously I didn't get the part where it talks about CERN's they're opening portals. Right. There is a part where one of the CEOs, I just forgot to add that in there, like mentions that they're trying to open portals.
That's what it's really about. All of that is a pagan ritual accompanying the opening of a portal. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
And those grass people, what did they call them again?
Well, there's a term for whirling dervish, and they would whirl around. I could probably find video of it. These witch doctors are coming around, and they have these grass little clumps.
I've seen it.
And they start whirling and with like a wind thing going on, and there's no one under it. And they move around. Yeah, it's really creepy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's totally like
it's completely demonic. Yeah,
it's completely demonic. Yeah, it's like, and it's in your face, guys. Like, it's in your face. And if you're questioning and you're like, you know, CERN, you know, I mean, maybe they're normal. Their logo is 666, but you know, it's not that. I mean, like, maybe it just looks like that. You know, they help produce the Gotha-based tunnel that is total satanic rituals. And you know, that whole thing was fake at the beginning. Their whole thing it wasn't their fault that they did that human sacrifice.
Oh, of course not. You know, the thing about science, people say, oh, believe the science, believe the science. You know, Isaac Newton said, a little science distances you from the creator, but a lot of science puts you right in his face. He created it all. It's all from his hands. So, you know, very
Completely
interesting.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the fun CERN tunnel. Have you seen the other one too? Did you not see that video, the end one?
Which one?
You've seen clips of the one where the people with the grass people. You hadn't seen that one either about CERN?
I've seen some of the clips of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the grass people immediately made me think of this stuff I've seen from Africa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really creepy, man. Creepy. So what is the, let's talk about fear.
Fear? Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to have fear.
Right.
And that's only because Jesus gives you, God gives you like stability, and the Bible says to fear not. So you're not supposed to be afraid of these kind of things.
Right.
You know, especially if you have God in you. You know, like you have you know, the Holy Spirit and you
indwelling.
And you're living holy, there should be no fear. Like,
I mean,
over and over, there's no fear.
He even says, be anxious over nothing. It's a sin to be anxious because you're not trusting God. So, yeah, you can become overwhelmed with some of the depths of this. I've studied this stuff for years and years and years, and I've become overwhelmed sometimes, especially with the mind control and a lot of the stuff you know, the 3-letter agencies did to people, trauma-based stuff, and you know, become overwhelmed. But you know, God showed me very clearly they can only push how far He allows them to. So yeah, that gave me a lot of peace. You know, there is a plan. He's allowing this to happen right now, but it all is part of a plan. You know, it's all part of His plan. He is not the author of chaos. But is driving what His plan is forward. Yeah, fascinating stuff. Fascinating. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
We'll probably do part 2. If you have any questions, leave them on Rumble, and we'll answer them for you.
Yeah. Let us know if there's anything we missed. Always add comment. I love the comments when people throw in the stuff that are like, oh hey, and this, and I'm like, dude, I totally didn't know that.
Let's jump in and talk about it. Yeah,
for sure. So awesome. Yeah, but don't fear, guys. You know, find God. Jesus is coming back soon. The tribulation's dude, the tribulation's about to start. Just side note, in my personal opinion, bro. Like, I can't even begin to talk about it. We might have to make another video about it, but pray for what is it? Yeah, pray for
Revelation.
Revelation.
Yeah.
Pray for October. Like right now, guys, pray that for October that God will avert destruction.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, there's a lot of different prophecies going on right now from different sources talking about October. And so, you know,
it's crazy.
The truth of a real prophet of God, every single prophecy is real. Otherwise, they're not from God. They used to stone you in the back in the old days. If you prophesied something that did come true, child, they take you out.
You're done. So just be praying for October. Pray that, you know, that's what I was told by another prophetic person, which I didn't even believe in prophecy until recently, but man, some stuff's changed in my world, and I'm like, whoa, this is getting way more.
Everything is coming to life. Everything is actually happening. We live in an amazing time in history. I mean, it's all, you know, all the conspiracy theories they're real. They're all done. They're all unfolding in front of our eyes. But more than that, biblical prophecy is actually happening right in front of our eyes. Kind of time to wake up, child.
Yep.
So we thank you so much for joining us, you guys, and we look forward. We got some really amazing shows coming up, and we just look forward to having you back. So thank you very much. Thank you, Brian.
Of course.
See you later. God bless you, man. Talk to you later.
Bye, guys.